Hello, are you following the stock markets? Well, yesterday I shared a video with intra and intra-time unit volatility measures using 15 stocks from the Amsterdam Stock Exchange. And today I take a look at the technical pictures of each of those 15 stocks based on their 1 year time trajectory. So 2020, 24th of May last year until the 24th of May this year to 2024. Starting with Ahold Delhaize, where we see a combination of lower highs and higher lows, so no definite uptrend or downtrend yet. If we break out above the red line, we could see a continuation of the uptrend. Otherwise, we might actually see a test towards the green line to see if we go lower. Alphen had a lot of move down recently, especially after the news around the CFO, which was not in the end decided not to be part of the company. And then recently it also had a trading update, which was very bad as well, actually, or at least badly received by the market. Well, we see that we are in a pattern of lower highs and at the same time still higher lows. Interesting. The green line is a trend line, and it seems that we had a bounce there. So as long as we stay above the green line, you could say we have at some point a test of the red line and we could actually see something of a reversal. And well, this is one of the more volatile stocks. Once it starts to move up, it can actually go quite quickly, as we also saw from the October low, which was below 30, and then in a matter of just a few months it more than doubled. So it's a really volatile stock. It can go down quite fast. It can also go up quite fast. AMG, well, this one is in kind of a sideways range. It is somewhere going sideways between just below 20, like what is it, 18 and the mid 20s. We need to see some kind of a breakout outside that bound in order to leave this sideways trajectory. For now, it's going sideways, no clear movement. ASML had a very nice run until at some point when it passed the 900s. Well, then it actually sort of slowed down a little bit. There was a trading update which wasn't too well received. It managed to hold above 800, but it still has been struggling going up. Had a bit of a move up this week especially after the Nvidia earnings. It had a little bit of a move, but still we are in a pattern of of lower highs, also higher lows. So it's the green line, higher lows. That's at least favorable. If we pass the red line coming week, then it could be at least it would still need to pass the previous peaks, but at least then there was somewhat of an evidence of maybe of a renewed uptrend or continuation of the uptrend. If it doesn't pass the red line, then we will see a test of the green line, and it could actually go quite a bit lower. First of all, the station would be in the low 800s, and if it drops below that, it could actually drop easily as much as to the low 700s. So quite exciting to see what's going to happen there as well. Heijmans Construction Company had kind of a parabolic move up, no clear sign of a slowdown yet. Green line shows that it is, it's higher lows. So let's see, this looks actually pretty positive. Of course, things cannot continue to go up forever. And if at some point it starts to correct, well, then the green line could be a first test. ING Bank done very well as well. Not clear if that on the right is a clear peak or not. We're not yet leaving the trend of higher lows. Clearly positive trend. So well, let's see if what happens when we get to the green line. If we get there, if it holds above that, then it seems the uptrend is continued. Kendrion, actually automotive, auto parts, more the consumer discretionary sector, had a bit of a revival at some point recently, but kind of has been coming to a halt. We see that we have lower highs, higher lows as well to some extent, but lower highs also. If we pass the red line coming week, we may actually see that there is a resumption of the uptrend. If we don't get beyond that red line, then it has actually room to go quite a bit down, and the green line could be a possible test. Signify has been going rather sideways in a somewhat broader range from the low 20s to the upper 20s. Um, Mind that these pictures here are dividend adjusted. Okay, so this is actually like largely sideways. We see actually a pattern of higher lows but also lower highs, so we could see soon some kind of a breakout above the red line or below the green line. Let's see what's going to happen. NSI real estate had a peak recently just above 20, but also it bounced up just above 19. Seems to have found support at an old point, which was a resistance in the past, just above 19. So yeah, well, it seems that we have found a support there. Let's see if we see a retest of the 20 area soon. NX Filtration, utilities company in the small cap index these days, had a very strong run down last year, but then also recently a very volatile moves up and down. Where are we now? Well, it seems we have kind of left the downtrend that we had of lower highs. We are the green line shows also higher lows. We have left that red line broken out above it. So it seems that we are trying to find a reversal. How far it can go? Well, we will see soon. Actually here around this gray line, which is like the 1 year median, that could be one area where we find old peaks. So just above 6 to 7 we could actually find some resistance, or maybe I would say actually this area. So yeah, it seems that it's trying to reverse. OCI, this is mid-cap specialty chemicals, basic materials sector. Very volatile picture as well most of the year. We see that we recently placed a lower high. We also have higher lows, so at some point we may see a breakout in either direction. Farming, well, expectations were high last year after the approval of leniolisib. But actually, what we see with the stock price, as soon as it got below the €1, actually it fell down towards the lower 0.8 and the 0.80s a little bit. So it's back to a penny stock. And well, there is no clear sign of reversal yet. We are clearly in lower highs. And while the green line was an important support line, we passed well below that. So let's see how much further this goes, or it finds a new bottom at some point soon. Shell, well, had a nice run up as well, but we see that we had some test and retest here in the 33-34 area. We are still with higher lows as well, so but it seems that we might actually be creeping towards that green line. We could see a test of that green line. If it holds above the green line and goes up again, then it seems that we have somewhat of a continuation of an uptrend. But if it goes below the green line, then well, it has quite a bit of space to fall further. Just the takeaway, one of the more volatile stocks of the Amsterdam Stock Exchange as well, has a pattern of lower highs, had a pattern of higher lows, but this is an example of, okay, there at some point earlier in trajectory it looked like, okay, some kind of breakout to the upside or downside we would likely get. It seems that last week we have seen a breakout to the downside. If it doesn't find the bottom here, then it has quite a bit of space to go down, actually all the way to the gray, to this dashed line down here in the 10 to 11 area. So it has quite a bit of space to fall. Universal Music Group, finally, which is the communication services and especially entertainment industry, has had a very nice move up. We are in a clear pattern still of higher lows. Well, we've been facing some resistance here, but we are still close to this red line. So if coming week we move further above that red line, then it's actually the continuation of an uptrend is quite likely, because we are going to be back in a pattern of not only higher lows but also higher highs. Let's see what the new week brings. Okay, that was a quick update for the 15 stocks that I included in my other video yesterday. Hope you find this helpful. If you have a comment, suggestion, question, whatever, leave a comment below the video or just get in touch with me using the email address that I have left in the description below this video. Have a great week and see you soon. Bye bye.